safe and healthy. Today, I wanted to discuss with everybody, what's happening with the coronavirus in South Africa at the moment. And I mean, I know it's on the news, it's on Facebook, it's everything that's coming through on WhatsApp. Everything at the moment is just the coronavirus. But what I wanted to do today is just have a bit of a discussion with everybody on the page and see, where are we standing as parents? And what can we do to kind of make it a little bit easier on ourselves? I know that there are a lot of parents that are, in quite a tight spot, especially with all the schools closing today. So if anybody is online watching, could you please just leave a comment, tell me that you're here, say hello. At this moment, I am actually not at my home. I left on Monday morning. I packed up, I put my kids in the car, I put a whole stack of clothes, and I drove to my parents' house because they have a farm in Swellendam, which is, it's not actually in Swellendam, it's kind of in between towns, and it's in the middle of nowhere, and we've got 300 odd hectares with nobody else around. There's the farm manager and his wife that live permanently on the farm in their own house, and then there's a couple of laborers that come, I think about two laborers that come and work on the farm on and off. So, hi Shireen, nice to see you. So I feel that this is a really safe place for me and my kids, and it's not just the virus that I'm concerned about. I mean, obviously there's the virus, but also I am concerned about the panic buying and the fact that the shops, if you look at what's happening overseas, all the shops are getting sold out of toilet paper, of food. And I've seen some of the posts now on Facebook of some of the shops. I think there was a Pick and Pay somewhere where there is, no food left on the shelves. So I thought if I come here, worst case scenario, my dad's got a lot of mealies growing and I will be able to eat mealies for the next couple of weeks. I'll be able to keep going. Hi, Maritza. Yes, Robertson. I drove through there on the way here. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Yeah, so, it's a bit of chaos and the whole world is kind of being turned upside down. And I thought what we could discuss today is just, what's happening. How does everybody feel? Just a platform for, getting your thoughts out there. So, I mean, obviously, I'm a bit concerned about, I don't want to get the virus. It doesn't sound really nice to me, but I'm relatively young at 40 years old. I'm not in a huge danger zone, but still, I don't really want to get it. I don't want my kids in the shops licking stuff and, they lick everything and they touch everything. So I'm not really keen on that. So I've left my husband back home because he's working, so he couldn't come out here. I'm very grateful that I am able to work from wherever I am. So yeah, the first thing that I wanted to just discuss, let's have a look here. Where is it? Okay, so I mean, the obvious thing is staying healthy. And the best thing here is to, eat well, make sure you're getting in lots of vitamins, a lot of vitamin C, lots of good nutrients, and to keep your hands washed and sanitized, to isolate and stay out of your, the areas that's got lots of people. And obviously, to keep the distance between people as well. So that's something that is kind of going around and around on all the news channels, which we're all quite well aware of. But I want to know, is everybody else, are you isolating or are you just carrying on with life as normal? Are you going out and about to the shops? I know that there's some friends of mine that are actually, they contacted me, they're on their way to the West Coast where I live from Cape Town. And I think it's her and a couple of other families that are going on holiday at the moment. So that's not the tactic that I'm using. I'm kind of holding up at home at home, at my parents' home for the next couple of weeks. So things are going to get really tough here because it's going to be really hard for us to kind of continue living our lives as normal when we can't, walk out the door and do what we need to do. So the other thing, where is that? Keeping the kids busy. I think that everybody here, since my page is mostly a parenting page. Hi, Vicky. Nice to see you. So we've all got kids, most of us. What are you guys doing with your children, and how are you managing to kind of cope at home with them? I know from my side, I'm quite fortunate because another added benefit that I have coming to my parents is that I've got 2 babysitters on tap. So tick, I'm sorted. I've got food. I've got safety. You haven't found any sanitizers in the shops. Geez, Sharon, yeah, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. I actually bought some hand sanitizer from a cleaning company. Have you tried that option? I think the shops at the moment, everything's going crazy. So what I did is I bought a 5-liter of the hand sanitizer gel, and I just decanted into some bottles at home, some for my husband for work, and I brought some to my parents' house as well. So I feel I'm pretty sorted out. Hi, Adrian. Yeah, Denise, it's terrible. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm going to be writing a post either later on today or tomorrow, depending on, how the kids, what they allow me to get done. But I'm going to share some resources for, downloading some, messy play activities, trampoline, that's perfect. Downloading some activities for kids, because we're not in school, they've got to keep their brains active as well as their bodies. And just some activities that we can do. I think that would be, a good start. And while I think it's important to keep away from other people, like Vicky said, it's important to also get outside. So if you're able to get outside to a place where there are no people, it would be really good for you. It would be fantastic for your kids. Children don't do well being cooped up inside, at least mine don't. They are absolutely, they go crazy. Yeah, Shireen, that's the thing. And that's something else I wanted to touch on here as well. Whoops, where's my okay, that's actually number 4, but it's the panic related to what's going on. So there's the one side is the, how are we going to stay safe? How are we going to stay healthy? There's the other side. We've got these children at home with us that are probably going to drive us bonkers in the next couple of weeks because, I don't feel it's safe to go out and you go to like the Spur with a play area. I just think that sort of thing, for me anyway, is completely out. And then there's the panic as well. And then there's how do we make an income when we've got our children at home and we can't go out and work? So that's my next option. How many people are not able to get to work at the moment? No support system for parents during this time. Some parents are single and don't have. Mary Ann, that is exactly it. I know so many people. I know one woman, I've just been told, has literally, her whole business has shut down. Not as in shut down for the period of time while while we're all isolating and while the virus is spreading. Her business has gone bang, literally just bang. And there's another person I know, a friend of mine, who's got 2 sources of income. She's lost one already, and she's about to lose the other one because she's staying at home with her child. So how do we, there's the side that you can't buy food because it's not in the shops. But if you're not earning, even if there was food, how do you buy it? I just think at the moment, everything it's really crazy, and people are starting to completely panic. And then we've got moms that have got nobody to look after their children. Yeah, Vicky, sun is perfect. I don't think it's good for the children to sit indoors cooped up. I think it's great for them to get outside, so they can run around and so that they can breathe in the air and get the sun and all of the healthy stuff. That's absolutely right. Are your hubby still working, Adrian? Yeah, so's mine. Yeah, Vicky, I think this goes for a lot of people. I found myself that my income has taken an absolute dive, and that's because what I do is I promote people's products, but people aren't allowed. Like for example, if you are advertising with me normally, you're not going to advertise with me this month because you can't. People aren't going to buy your services. So why advertise and spend money? So I'm sitting here in a spot where I don't really make an income because I can't advertise, or people don't want to advertise at the moment. Everyone is saving their money for things that they are needing to, food and that sort of thing. I go down to the park. Dawn, I don't know. The thing is, that's why I came out to the farm, because we've got over 300 hectares where my kids can literally run around, and if they want to lick stuff, they can. And I wanted to just take that worry away from my family, from my kids, and from myself. I think at the moment with, when you got parks, someone could have coughed in it. Somebody could have, there could be germs on it. So you don't know. And you don't know what other children are going to be at the park either. So I can't really answer that. I probably wouldn't want to head out anywhere where there's people, maybe like a deserted beach or a mountain where there's no one. The thing with the park is that the kids are going to be touching the swings where other kids have put their hands. So that for me would be a bit of a turnoff. Oh, Denise, is that Ramaphosa now on 403? Yeah, I'll catch that just now. Yeah, Vicky, also agree. I wouldn't go to the park. Maybe if there's somewhere outdoorsy like a forest or a beach or something, that might be cool. But I would personally avoid a park, definitely, for sure. Are there any moms here that have got a way for selling income from home, making an income from home through selling stuff, maybe, and couriering it? I was just wondering. Yeah. And number 4 item on my agenda is the panic. Let me just see quickly. Just excuse, I am at my parents' place, so there's probably kids running around, my mom and dad coming in and out the door. Oh, and you might see a ribbock. There's a tame ribbock that comes and headbutts me. So, yeah, there's lots of action here. So we might have a couple of disturbances. If we do, just excuse us. Oh, hello. We have... Off you go, sweetie. I'm live on Facebook. You must go inside. There we go. I thought that might happen. Unavoidable because I've got the kids here. Yeah, tagging at work, Dawn. Yeah, I mean, you have to do what you have to do. So just on that note of, you know, people not being able to earn an income, there's a couple of people I know of, let me just take this off, that are kind of doing stuff from home. There was a woman that said she's struggling because she's got an art shop and people aren't going to be going into the art shop. And I think maybe it's just about us getting a little bit creative with what we're doing. And perhaps, you know, you can't have your physical store open, but, you know, if you've got an art shop, what about going in there, packing up activity boxes for kids for certain ages and selling that online? From my side, I don't really have much an income going at the moment because, like I say, people aren't advertising with me because they're not able to put the money into it. What I do have is I've got a platform and I've got you ladies. And I think what really is important now is that I know there's a lot of panic and all of that, there's all that side, but from my side, I would like to do what I can to, even if it's something really small, make life just a little bit easier or help someone in some way. So if you are a mom at home and you are selling something that you can sell online that is going to benefit another mom, just send me an email. Where's my thing? Send me an email, and if there's something that I can share on my page for you that can help you make sales, I will like totally post that for you. Just pop me an email and we can have a discussion about it. I know one of my friends is making chicken soup. It's like a chicken broth that she's making. She's in the southern suburbs in Cape Town, and she's going to be making that for people. And that's going to be fantastic because it's really going to boost people's immune system. It's something she can do at home with her kids, and she's going to be selling it. So if anybody wants to place any orders, I'll be putting a post up on my page later. Otherwise, you can just pop me an email and I'll put you in contact with her. I'm trying to think, there was somebody else. There was someone, there was a lady that does, I can't remember who it was now. She does like an au pair service. So if you are struggling with your kids, perhaps you can get an au pair in to come and look after your child or children while you go off to work. Perhaps you can even team up with another person in your area and, you know, the thing is, nobody's got money right now. And if we've already paid for school fees, we've already paid for creche and the creche is closed, it gets really tight having to pay extra money over and above that. But maybe if some moms team up in an area, like 3 moms team up and, you know, round robin look after the children or get an au pair or somebody in to look after, you know, a small group of children, maybe that would be a viable option. You're just going to have to weigh up the pros and cons of, you know, having lots of people, you know, having your children exposed to more people or not. I mean, it's a risk you may need to take. Cheers, Shireen. Yeah, Vicky, that's exactly it. I mean, the panic of this is more likely to do the most damage than the actual virus. And that was my big concern here. Yeah, essentially the economy at the moment worldwide, it's just absolutely crazy. Yeah, it will. I think that's important that we need to keep in mind, Sancha, is that one day this is going to go away. We are going to get through it. Yeah, Sancha, that's my thing as well. Is that, I could go out now and I could buy a crap load of toilet paper. I could buy tin food and I could fill my trolley and I can come home and I can put it over there and I can survive for like a couple of weeks on that. But what about the single mom that lives in a township? She's got 3 children and she lives from day to day shopping for food only for that day. I mean, if I go and do that, I am removing the only way that this woman can survive. And I just don't feel that this is the way for people to go. It's terribly scary. Yeah, Sharon, who doesn't have a car and travels with a bus and a taxi? It's terribly scary. Oh, Vicky, you're selling the meat. That's perfect. You've got my email address, Vicky. It's on the screen, but you've also got my email address and you've got my phone number. So you're welcome to send me, 1 or 2 pictures or whatever, and I'm happy to post it on my page. And if there's any way that I can help anybody kind of make ends meet in any way during this time, just pop me an email. I'm happy to share something and to try and make your lives a little bit easier. If you're trying to look for someone to look after your child, for example, so you can go to work, I'm happy to post that sort of thing on my page and just see, if we can kind of connect the moms so we can help each other get through this. Let's see. Cool. Yeah, I hope this video is actually coming through okay, because the reception here, the internet is not so great at the farm. So I'm just hoping that it's come through okay. I'm going to be downloading this video. I'll put it up onto YouTube and then I'll add it to my blog. I'm going to come up with some really cool ideas to make things a bit easier. There was also, I saw a fantastic recipe shared by a friend of mine today on Facebook. So she said she went down to the shops today, or was it yesterday? And there was not one loaf of bread. Which is, that's pretty scary. And she went home and she made bread with her kids and it came out divine. So she put the recipe on Facebook. I'm going to take that. I'm going to put it onto my blog and I'm going to share that with you ladies. So instead of worrying about bread, go get some flour, go get some yeast, get yourselves baking. I'll share that. And that'll kill a couple of, nail a couple of things at once. So it'll keep the kids busy. It'll provide you with bread. It'll possibly be a bit cheaper than actually buying the bread anyway, so it can go a little bit longer. So I think it's just about getting creative and trying to, muddle our ways through this. Yeah, I think that's it. Mary Ann, let me go there. That's the one. Sharon, about taxis and cars. It's I feel very fortunate right now that I've got a safe place to go to where I don't have to worry about any of the panic stuff. I don't have to worry about travel. But, my heart is going out to so many families that are out there that don't have the same sort of, they don't have the same means that I have. And I mean, I'm not a rich person. I'm not one of those famous people that have got like mansions and stuff. But I do consider myself to be a lot more fortunate than most. So I think we really need to consider everybody else and keep that in mind with everything that we do moving forward. Marianne? Yeah, I think that as mothers, we've all got the same fears. We've all got the same worries. We've got a lot of the same problems. But if we can somehow connect with each other and just help each other muddle through this, I think that would be really fantastic. Cool. Has anybody else got anything they would like to add to the discussion? Oh, there was one mom that posted something, that sent me something, was it yesterday? And I'm not 100% sure if it's true because some other mom said it's a hoax. But apparently if you run out of formula, there's a number on the back of the formula thing that you can phone, and they will make sure that you get formulas. So I don't know if that is a hoax or not, but have a look on your formula tin if you can't get hold of any, and just see if you can phone a number and see if you can get some sent to you. It's certainly worth a try. Felicia, hi, how are you? How's it going over there in Japan now? Because I know we're mostly South Africa here. There's Felicia. She's one of my blogging friends, and she's in Japan at the moment. So, yeah, just let us know how it's going for you guys over there. I think it's, let me check my thing and see what Japan is on. Oops. I don't know about you, but I've been checking up on the numbers quite regularly. Let's see, Japan. 882 4 in total confirmed cases, 4 new today, and 29 deaths. Oh, it's scary stuff. I'm sure we are. It's getting worse on base, but out in town it's still okay. Yeah. Yeah, Felicia, we've only got 85 confirmed cases at the moment. We've had no reported deaths. But as you know, this thing is, there's no symptoms for the first 2 weeks. So it's hit us, I think, in the last 2 weeks. I think any day now, we're probably going to start seeing some drastic changes in numbers, which is quite scary. Ladies, Vicky, wash your hands, use sanitizer, and sneeze in your elbow. So it's sneeze in your elbow, and then when you greet someone, it's elbow to elbow, not obviously the inside, but elbow to elbow instead of shaking. Handshaking is like out of the question now. Vicky says, let's think about others instead of ourselves, and we will get through this. I think that's totally exactly, the whole point of my video is that we are all in this. We are all struggling with all the same things. I mean, some to a lesser degree and some to, a larger degree. But if we all just consider everybody else and try to help people where we can, instead of panicking and making it worse for everybody else, I think we're all going to come off a hell of a lot better. Yeah, I believe we've got quite a lot of people in quarantine at the moment, Felicia. In fact, I've got quite a lot of family members that have come back from France. I've got 2 cousins, their wives, children, and then my aunt and uncle have been coming back from Dubai, I think last night, and they were also in France and Italy. So, yeah, it looks like my cousin and his wife might have the coronavirus, but they've got very mild symptoms. So they're in quarantine at the moment. So we just got to see kind of where we are going with that. It sucks for us huggers. Yeah, it feels weird to me. I know a lot of people aren't huggers. My husband doesn't like to touch anyone or hug anyone. But for me, like, I hug my friends. Physical touch is quite a biggie, especially with my children and my friends' children. We're always hugging and kissing and stuff. So it's kind of tough to figure out how to get around this. And the other thing is also, like, you'll see, I'm always touching my face. I bite my nails. I shouldn't, but I do. It's hard to not touch your face. And now we got to keep our hands clean. We got to keep our hands away from our face. It's a lot of changes that we're going to have to make in a very short amount of time and be very conscious about. Oh, Amanda is at 116. Maybe I need to refresh my page. I go to Worldometers info. Coronavirus. Let me check this over here. Whoop. South Africa, 116. It's plus 31 today. So, that's scary stuff. Okay. But we've had no deaths. My concern now is what's going to happen when it reaches our townships, because people don't have running water. They don't have hand sanitizer. Those people live from day to day. They don't have spare money. They don't have cars. They don't have support. They don't have babysitters, and they need to work. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be really scary. And we've got another hugger here. Yeah, exactly. I'm just fortunate now that I'm with my parents and I can hug and kiss because we are completely isolated here on the farm. We're in the middle of nowhere. So we don't have to worry about, sanitizing everything every 5 minutes because people don't come in. So, yeah. Oh, happy birthday to your husband, Amanda. It's very hard on you. Well, yeah, that is hard. And I think also for me, I literally, like I say, I left my husband behind. On Sunday, I was listening to Ramaphosa's speech, and he said the schools are shutting down on Wednesday. And I turned to my husband and I said, I'm going to my parents. And he said, when? And I'm like, I'm going to go pack. I'm leaving. I'm going in the morning. I'm gone. And it was really hard. It was hard to leave him behind. And it's also my birthday coming up. What's today? It's 18th. In 2 weeks' time, it's my birthday. And I probably won't be with my husband still. But we need to do what we have to do to get through this, and that's basically what it comes down to. It was hard leaving him, but I think he's glad that my kids and I are here where we are not being there's flies everywhere because it's a farm. So it's going to be really tough for everybody. And my fear here is that my kids say can't their dad come through soon, and I said actually he can't because we don't know how far this is spread. And my dad is obviously older. He's nearly 70. He's a male, so he's in the high risk already. And he's got diabetes and he had cancer last year. So he's like one of the highest risk groups. And I'm like, if you're not ready at the farm, you're not coming. I'm sorry. So it's all for my dad, for his safety. And where are we here? Oh, tips you've got for moms. Yeah, great, Sancho. Let's see if that all comes up. Tips I have for mommies with limited income like myself: keep kids indoors, plan activities like board games, crafts, baking. I can't see anymore. Crafts, baking, movie days, keep vitamin C. You again. Common cold and flu medicine in the home. Buy versatile food like flour, eggs, and milk for baking. Yes, very much. Pasta, rice, buy fresh fruit and veg and freeze. It's cheaper, yes. Jickle bleach is effective, totally. And last of all, surround yourself with people that are good for your soul. You know what? Sancho, that's really important. We need to keep our spirits up. Da, 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 da. My son is doing a puppet show with a star. Sorry. We need to keep our spirits up. We need to keep positive, and we need to, look on the bright side of things, which is, it's hard right now. But we get to spend some time with our kids. Where can you go to see the numbers? Vicky, I use the website, and it's for the whole world, and it's updated continuously. I'll put the link in my blog post. It's worldometers.info/coronavirus. Let me just see here if I can. Worldometers.info.coronavirus. I think that's it. Let me put that up there. Worldometers.info. Oh, no, not that. Wait. Dash. Change that quickly. You again. Okay, so that's where I go, and it's literally updated all the time. It shows you the total coronavirus cases. It shows you how many people have died, how many people are recovered, closed cases. It's got like some really scary looking graphs over there of that's how many people are infected, how many people have died. And then it's got country by country. Whoops. At the bottom, it's got country by country, so you can see the updates. And then right at the bottom, it gives a little bit more detailed stuff over there. So like 9 new cases in India, including the first case in the Indian army, 34-year-old soldier in Leh, whose father returned from a pilgrimage in Iran. So it kind of gives you a bit of detailed stuff so you can check out what's going on over there. So that's answering your question. Felicia, plan your meals. Oh, yes, for sure. And Felicia's blog is, what is your blog, Felicia? Just add it in there. It's Simply Meals. Meal planning by Felicia. I know you changed it, so I do have those details. I can add it onto my page. But Felicia's got some fantastic tips on, how to plan your meals, cooking with a instant pot. I don't have mine yet, but I've got a slow cooker. So I think let's just get creative and find some ways to get through everything. They say sun is best not indoors. Yeah, I think, we need to isolate, but staying cooped indoors is never good for illness. You need to breathe. You need to get some air. So if you can get out of the city and get out into some nature, maybe for a hike or something like that. Mealplanningeasy.com. Thank you, Felicia. Mealplanningeasy.com. Go check it out. Let me put it. Can I put it over there? Boom. There we go. I love this program that I use. It's so much fun. Yeah. So, and I think everyone's filled with anxiety, but it's important not to kind of let this get us down and completely obsess over it. My focus is, doing some activities with my children. We're going out into the vegetable garden every day. You can check out my stories on my page. I've shared some stuff with my kids going and doing the veggies with my mum. And I'll also share some photos, some stories of the sweetie pie that's making a big noise. I'll share some videos and some photos of the tame ribbok that has come to stay here. It's quite funny. It like follows us around. It's a ribbok. It's the most bizarre thing. The sun is a good sterilizer and kills bacteria. Yeah, exactly. The sun is fantastic. Sharon, a lot of people can't afford healthy meals. Well, that's it exactly. And the people going out and buying all the fruit and vegetables and all the fresh stuff so that nobody else gets it really is sad. It's quite scary. And I think at this moment we're all going to have to focus on really getting in some fresh fruit, vegetables, lots of vitamin C, that sort of thing. It's going to be absolutely essential moving forward. You ladies are welcome to continue the discussion, but my little boy is over here and he's starting to behave like a bit of a monkey. And you're doing what? Oh, he's killing bugs with a star. But yeah, he's probably going to get a little bit rowdy soon and a little bit problematic. So I'm going to head off and I'm going to go play with my kids. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope it goes a little bit easier. There, Felicia, a lot of the meals I share are quick and easy and cheap, and she's a very frugal mom, frugal person. So yeah, that's fantastic. Do you want to say hi? Hi. Hi. Yeah. But didn't mommy say you're not allowed out here? What did these ears hear? These ears don't work so good. Anyway, I always do my Facebook Live videos in the morning when the kids are at school because they are, yeah.
No, not that time at Granny and Grandpa's house.
That's right. Healthy doesn't always mean expensive. Yeah, I think it's about finding some cheaper alternatives to healthy food and, getting creative with it. Yeah, Sharon, I mean, we can have another discussion. I can go live again. You might get this in my live video. I don't know. When the kids are home, I don't know what's going to happen. Also, you ladies are welcome to continue the discussion here on the page. And I'm going to add everything to my website as well. And I'm going to try and add a couple more resources and stuff. So you're welcome to also check out my, the post. And I'm going to add this video to YouTube. So you're welcome to continue the discussions. And I'm just hoping that this is going to connect people, connects a lot of the moms. And, even if we can't help with anything physical, it's about keeping our spirits up and keeping in the right sort of mindset. Yeah, thank you, Sancho. We're all in this together. Hi, Simone. Yeah, but I don't want to take him to the shops anymore. I took him to the shops on, was it Monday, Sunday? And he just kept touching everything, and I'm like, oh, get back in, stop it. And they get in the trolley and they touch everything up and down, the bum slides up and down the trolley. no, it's not something that I really particularly feel like doing right now. So I don't know when I'll see you, but I think it's going to be when everything calms down and goes kind of back to normal, that we will be back in the West Coast, and I will see you at the shops for sure. Awesome. Ladies, I think the message here is that we must all stick together. We must all try and help each other and keep our spirits up. And I think, yeah, help each other as far as we can. And let's connect and just see what we can do to help each other. And yeah, have a fantastic Wednesday. And I wish everybody the best of luck to stay healthy, stay safe, and to stay in a good, healthy mindset. Bye.